Well, hello, hello, my lovely, luscious lions. Welcome back, and I'm back. If you didn't get to see my eclipse video about the lunar eclipse in Leo, I am going to have the link in the description box because this is saying what's going to be affecting you or how it will be affecting you in the next 3 months. So we have a lot of things going on. I tried to do the weekend love scope for you guys, but fortunately, I'm still recovering from the flu and bronchitis and the complications of all of that too. So my voice keeps crapping out on me. Anyway, I did a live last night. For those of you that came, thank you so much. We had so much fun. I will do another live probably next week. Instead of, since I didn't get to do you guys before the weekend, I'm going to go ahead and do your weekly. So, because we have Venus entering, we've got a lot of stuff going on, but Venus seems to be the most prominent thing going on right now that's going to be affecting you guys. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So this is going to be for this week, February 4th through the 10th, or 11th. Like, I kind of leave it open as we understand energy kind of flows. So we can put dates on it, but if you leave it a little bit more expansive, there's a little bit more wiggle room for you. So welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, welcome. My name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot, to help you on your path. So I apologize for my voice and if I have to cough, but I'm trying to get through this one. And I didn't want to leave you guys out. Like, I was really trying to get you guys, but my voice just keeps going out. So let's talk about Venus. Venus is moving into Aquarius. Yay. But so if it's moving into Aquarius, if you look at like the chart, that means it's going to be affecting your 7th house, right? Because Aquarius is opposite of you. So we're going to be looking at the 7th house. And that's not for like everybody. Everybody could be off just a little. That's why it's kind of a little bit harder to like do the chart for everyone when you're doing a general one. So you could be talking about, depending on where your chart is, you could be talking about the 7th, the 6th, or the 8th, right? But mainly it's that 7th energy, which is about relationships. So for you guys, relationships are going to be highlighted this week. So Venus is moving into Aquarius, and we understand the Aquarians look at the bigger picture, look at humanity. They can be very intimate when they find the love of their life, but they search for that. They want to be intimate with people. So when they like someone, when somebody's on their radar, they really want to get to know all about them, right? So with Venus being in your 7th house, the 7th house is about boundaries, learning your relationships, learning the type of relationship you want, understanding how you want to be loved, how you don't want to be loved, how you want to love, how you don't want to love. Like, that's what the 7th house is about. So it looks like this is going to be highlighted. Now, at the beginning of the week, Venus and Jupiter are going to be like at hard aspects. So, or they're going to be like across, they're going to be squaring is what they call it. So Venus is that planet of beauty and grace and seeing things in that light, right? And Jupiter is about growing and expansion. He's the guru, right? We've talked about Jupiter. So with them being squared, you may find yourself like wanting to, especially in this house, like wanting to look better for someone or wanting to look better for yourself. And so we could be talking about maybe purchasing some things or, purchasing some things, but maybe cosmetic stuff and maybe arts and crafts and maybe it just kind of depends. Like, maybe you want to buy yourself a present. So, but because they're squared and Jupiter is trying to teach you a lesson, I would sort of wait till the middle or the end of the week to actually make the purchase. So that's just sort of and I know you Leos know how to, like, let me tell you, I've dated plenty of Leos and they know how to date someone. Like, they go all out when they're dating someone. So I understand how you would like to like show and love that person. But again, Jupiter is like trying to teach you a lesson. So just be aware that that energy is going on. It's going to relax a little in the middle and the end of the week. So if you really want to purchase something, or if you really want to like do something big, which you often do, I would sort of wait till the end of the week, okay, to make that actual purchase, okay? So, um, with that energy, you can become overzealous and, yeah, overzealous. And this is more about with Jupiter trying to teach you to overcome your fears. You could be spending money that you don't really want to later in the week. So, just be aware of that energy coming in. Now, in the middle of the week, Venus is going to be conjunct or talking to Uranus. So, those changes that you're thinking about and are coming into your awareness at the beginning of the week, if it's meant to be on your path, like if it's really staying in your awareness, if this is something that you're really needing to change in your life, really wanting to change in your life to get into to that next level, in the middle of the week when Venus goes and is speaking to Uranus, this could be resolving issues with ease. So it's going to be much better energy for you to do that in, okay? Now, we can see with these cards that you've got big changes coming. So I really wanted to highlight this for you. I don't want it to be a big, long video for you guys. But, yeah, and then soon enough, Venus is going to be moving into Pisces. And Venus and Pisces do well together. Venus and Pisces work really well together. So when Venus goes into the house of Pisces, like it's the ruler. So you're going to find, for those of you, yeah, that have doubted love. And I'm going to be talking more about that with the eclipses coming up. That's going to be the videos I'm doing next. With the eclipses coming up, we're going to talk about that, how it's time for some of you to believe in love again, and you're going to be able to see the beauty of that with Venus going into Pisces. Okay, so yeah, let's get this started. In your first position, this is for again for February 4th through the 10th. I hope I didn't speak too fast, but you can always go back and rewind this. You have the Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins is the page always comes with news, but this is your stance right now. This is your position. So your position in this week or right now is about really learning things in the physical. The page wants to learn how the physical manifestations come about. The page wants to learn the mechanics of Earth and the elements here and how things work, right? So making money, building a house, having a relationship, and having a career, like things like that. Something that's very grounded, something that's physical, is what the page wants to learn. So I feel like this is where you're at. A lot of you, it's your careers, but a lot of you could be speaking about going to the next level with your significant other, or even wanting a significant other. So I feel like whatever this is you're learning right now. When I speak about love, if you've never seen me, love to me is that energy that moves through all vibrations. So wherever your heart is at, wherever your attention's been, that's what I'm speaking of, okay? And it doesn't just have to be one thing. You can be multitasking and your heart is in two things. So that could be what I'm speaking of. So either way, this is your position. This is what's going to be going on this week. This is your focus. And their advice is the Tower. So the Tower, I know a lot of people get frightened of the Tower or get a little uneasy with the Tower, but I think the Tower is a great card, especially when there are necessary changes to get you to the next level, to get you where you want to go, to get you what you've called for from the universe. And so it's almost like some of these energies when you're like trying to break through and trying to manifest and trying to change things, and things just aren't going the way that you want, and things just aren't changing, and the habits keep coming back. I love the Tower for that, because the Tower, like an eclipse, it's like the eclipse energy. It just stops it and restarts it into that next direction. Now, depending on if you've been focusing on this, whatever this thing is for you, it can come in as a disruption, or it could come in as excitement, right? So that's kind of up to you and your perception. But either way, their advice is learning this, being that student, trying to manifest those things, really focusing on what it is that you're wanting to do to get to that next level is going to help you, is the tower is going to help you change that vibration into what you're wanting. For some of you, that's love, like a romantic partner, like really studying, what do I need to do? Why has my partner not come in? What am I supposed to be learning that I haven't learned yet so that my partner can come in? What type of partner do I want? Like we could be talking about that, right? And for that reason, their advice is the tower is going to come in and change that for you so that you can get to that next level. Because where you're headed is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about doing all the hard work as much as you can, and then coming to a point where you understand, okay, I've done everything I'm supposed to. Now it's time for me to just contemplate and create what it is that I'm wanting. So like here you're learning, then you get the change, and then you create, right? So you get to that next space of, I'm going to be looking and creating, these things are coming in. How do I want that in my world? How do I see my new love? How do I see my raise coming in? Oh, and now I got all these contracts in my career. My career's going well. Where do I see that going? How do I incorporate that in my life? That's what the Four of Swords is about. You relaxing, contemplating, and sort of understanding that you have done everything that you can up to this point, and now it's about receiving, relaxing, and moving into that next level, right? So, yeah, because we could be talking about maybe somebody comes in, your life changes, and then you sit back and you're wondering, how am I going to bring this person into my life? How does that person fit into my life? Or if it's your career you're learning and things are changing, you're thinking, I'm going to be working more hours. You could be thinking, I'm going to be working more hours. And I go to the gym every day and I do this and I got to spend time with my family. How does that play out in my world? That's kind of where you're getting to. I kind of feel like a lot of you are getting to that next level. Even if you haven't had a partner in a long time, for some of you, that partner is coming in. We have these eclipses going on. So for the next 3 months, this is about completions, changes, destiny coming in, karmic coming in, like whatever you want to call it. But you've got a lot of this going on because we had that lunar eclipse in Leo. Now we're going to have the partial solar eclipse in Aquarius, and I'll be talking about that later. So my gorgeous ones, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I will see you soon. Love you, love you, love you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.